Hello, my name is Ken Skinner with West Georgia Sports Information Services. My partner is Kevin Higgs, and we are using Golf Genius this year to handle scoring for the 2017 state championships. We're excited about getting this system in place, and we're thankful for your help because without you inputting the scores, then this information will not make it online. And that is the whole goal of doing what we're doing, is to try to make these scores available in a timely fashion at the end of each day. So with that being said, let's jump right into it. You have some instructions, and hopefully this video will help guide you through understanding how easy it can be to use this system. So we're going to start with our instructions. Your first steps to go to golfgenius.com. I'm using Google Chrome. It should work on any browser, but I'm using Google Chrome. We're going to go to golfgenius.com. And as this loads, we're going to be looking for where to log in, which is up here in the top right-hand corner. So we're going to go to sign in up here, and we're going to sign in with the information that I've provided you, that has been provided to you in step 2. So KL Higgs is the username at bellsouth.net. So KL Higgs at bellsouth.net. That is Kevin's email address. And then GHSA 2017 is your password. Please keep that information confidential. I know that you will, because anybody that has that information can actually log into the system and alter results, and we do not need to have that happen. But once you log in, you will see a list of the state championship tournaments. The one that you're doing is the one that you click on. So if you're doing 2A girls state, you'll click here. If you're doing 1A public boys state, you'll click here. Now we've got a demo version set up here for the 1A private. It's just demo. It's not the 1A private. It's actually up here. We're not going into that one, but we're clicking right here on 1A private, just so for the purposes of showing you what we're doing. So 1A private boys, we're going to click, and it's going to open up that specific event. And when we get to that event, you'll see this dashboard, but we're not worried about that. We're going to go under rounds. And when we go to rounds, we're going to go over here to enter scores. So rounds, and then enter scores. We're going to click there. And as this loads, we'll see a listing of all the players that we have in the event. Now, tournament directors, if you're watching this, which I'm sure you probably are, you'll notice that these are in groups. These groups may not be the same groups that you have set up or plan to set up. So what you can do, if you would like for the groups to show up here for your inputters, is that you can send us the groupings that you want, and we can set the groups up here. If you don't want to do that, then it's no big deal. They can input scores simply by looking for the proper name and clicking on that name. And we'll do that in just a moment. Secondly, these names came from the GHSA area results that were posted on the website. So we went there and pulled those names. Directors, you may have names that are of players that are participating this week that did not play in the area tournament, so their name is probably not in the system. Please send us those names. We've also sent you a spreadsheet that has the names that we've put in, and we've given you that instruction already, so hopefully that'll make sense to you. But if you want us to put in the scores in groups, we can do that, and we can set up the groups here for you. You just got to let us know, and you've got our contact information. Now, with all that being said, let's get right to it. Here's a player here. Let's say Davis Bush. We're going to use Davis Bush. Here's his name right here. Davis Bush has come off the 18th hole. We're going to click his name. And as we look here, we see a picture of the scorecard. Do not pay attention to the yardages. The pars should match up with the pars that you all are playing with. If for some reason they do not, you need to email us and let us know. Tournament directors, if you want to look at this ahead of time for your course, please do so and let us know, or at least let us know Monday morning, and we can get it taken care of, okay? But here we've got Davis Bush. We're going to click on the first hole for Davis Bush. Notice it's got a blinking cursor. That's where the score's going to go in. I'm going to show you just by putting in a few scores, this thing will advance automatically. So if he scores a 4 in the first hole, it automatically, I put in a 3, it automatically advances. A 5 on the next one, 4. Let's say he scores 4. You can see how quick and easy the scores go in, and we can see that he's having a pretty good round. Let's say something on the back nine happens to him, and he starts playing like I would play in a normal situation. Let's say he scores 11. We put in 11. He'll take 11 just fine. But let's say he then scores a 15 on this next hole. Notice what happens. Up here, we get a little box. It says, are you sure this is what you wanted? You say, yes, it's greater than the 12. Is that what you intended? Click OK. Yes, it puts the 15 in for you, and then you're ready to move right on. So you're going to keep putting in scores for this player. This should be very quick and easy. And then you get to the end. He has scored here a total of 98. You compare that to the player scorecard. They match. The whole score by whole score matches. You're good. Now, tournament directors, if you're in a situation you do not want to do it hole by hole, let us know. We could probably change that and do just 2 9-hole totals or even an 18-hole total, but you got to let us know that. But you will not see the player statistics for those holes, which is a feature of the system. So you have to let us know on that. Now, with all that being said, we got this player finished in here. We're going to come down here and we're going to, notice that we could put players in per the group. Now, the next player comes in. Notice that the players are still listed here on this screen. We could find that player, click on it, and put the score in, or we could just click on Done here. If we click on Done, that takes us back here as well. All right, let's say if we needed to search for a name. I'm going to search for a name. I see a player named Reed Wilson, so I type in Wilson, and we've got a couple of different Wilsons as we put in here, but here's Reed Wilson. We see Wilson Andres up here, but we see Reed Wilson here, so I'm going to make sure I click on Reed Wilson. And Reed Wilson shows up here. Notice I've already put some scores in for these other 2 players up here, but we've got Reed's score here. We can then plug in his scores the exact same way. So let's assume that we're all good. We're done. We're finished putting scores in. When you get to the and you got everybody's score put in, you want to say done entering scores. And when you're done entering scores, we get back to this screen and you simply, it's not going to probably let us out of that because we don't have a score for everybody in this system. But when you get done entering scores, you'll enter done enter scores. And then we want to go to sign out. And when you sign out, please let us know. You've got our contact information. Let us know. You've got our phone numbers either through text and say the 5A boys tournament is complete or the 3A girls tournament is complete through a text message or send us an email or just call us up on the phone and say, hey, Ken, we're done here in Columbus. The 4A boys is complete. Either way, you can go with it however you want to. Just let us know. We'll close some things out on our end to make sure the results are there. It's important that you do this. Let me show you the golf website. This is what will be linked to the state website. This is what people will go to. Let's say that you want to see the results for 6A girls. So we click on 6A girls. It takes us to Golf Genius up here. And we don't have any results in, obviously, yet because we haven't played yet. But you'll be able to see player statistics here. You'll be able to see the results here. It's both team and individual results. We'll be able to see all kinds of stuff there. Of course, there's nothing there yet, but there will be. That's going to be you'll get to that website through this website here. And that's what it looks like. You'll be getting that also in your instructions. Nothing for you to do here, but that's what the public is going to see when they want to see the results for each individual event. So hopefully all that makes sense to you. If at any time you have a question, please don't hesitate to call us. And again, we cannot thank you enough for your help. Thank you for making this event a great success. On behalf of the Georgia High School Association and Mr. J. Russell, my name's Ken Skinner with Kevin Higgs. Thank you so much for your help and your attention. Call us if you need us. We'll be there. Thank you.